And we will begin. So if you'd like to begin in the opening Shavasana, just lying back onto your mat, allowing your feet to draw out to the edge of your mat, and gently lying your body back. Allow your arms to come away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Just bring your eyes to close and allow your body and your mind to settle. Take a deep inhale, filling your lungs with fresh prana. Exhaling, releasing, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly, completely emptying your lungs. We'll add a count into the breath this evening, just to add some length and control. So if you'd like to exhale, completely emptying your lungs. And then follow my count, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, holding your breath, 2, 3, 4, exhaling, 2, 3, 4, holding, 2, 3, 4, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, holding, 2, 3, 4, exhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Continue with these rounds of box breath. Inhaling for a count of 4, holding your breath for 4, exhaling for 4, and holding for 4. Just allowing your mind to focus on your breath as we move into silence. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet, gently rocking your head from side to side, waking up your neck, resting your head back at center, keeping your legs extended. Join your feet together on your mat. Take a deep inhale and raise your arms up over your head, pointing your toes and extending out through your fingertips. Exhaling, release. Gently bending both your knees and rolling over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Inhaling, keeping your eyes closed. Gently make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to set an intention for your practice this evening, and maybe an intention for the remainder of your week. With this intention in mind, bowing your head towards your hands, open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's class, we'll gently warm up the shoulders. So placing the palms of the hands on the tops of your shoulders, make forward circular motions with your elbows, gradually making the circles wider and taking deep breaths. And the other direction. Taking deep breaths into your lungs. And exhale, release. You can drop your hands back down. We'll now move into a side bend. So placing your left hand beside your left hip. Inhale, raise your right arm over your head. Exhaling to fold out to the left. Keeping your right sit bone rooted on your mat and reaching out through your right fingertips. Keeping your chest open towards the sky. Exhaling to release your right hand back down, and inhaling, raise your left arm over your head as you fold out to the right, opening your chest to the sky, breathing deeply into your side body, taking deep breaths, exhale, release, dropping your hand back down. We'll now move into a spinal twist. So placing your left hand behind your back, place your right arm across your left knee, inhaling, extending your spine, lifting your chest, exhaling, twisting out to the left. On your inhales, extend. On your exhales, twist. Gently, you can look over your left shoulder, taking deep breaths. And gently, you can come back to center. This time, placing your right hand behind your back, left arm across your right knee. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhaling, twisting out to the right. On your inhales, extend. Exhaling to twist a little bit further. Taking deep breaths. And gently, you can make your way back to center. And from here, you can move into a kneeling position on your mat. We'll now move into gate pose. So shift your left leg straight out to the side. Your toes are facing forward. Drop your right hand to your mat. And inhale, raise your left arm opening your chest towards the sky, keeping that left foot engaged on your mat and reaching out through your left fingertips. Inhaling to come up, left hand, left knee, raising your right arm, taking a deep breath and releasing your hand back down and raising your left arm, opening your chest. Inhaling to come up, and you can join your knees together. This time, shifting your right leg out to the side. Your toes are facing forward. Dropping your left hand to your mat and raising your right arm. Opening your chest to the sky. Keeping your right foot engaged on your mat. Taking deep breaths as you inhale, come up. Right hand, right knee. Raise your left arm. Feeling a nice stretch along that left side body. And exhaling to release, dropping your left hand and raising your right arm. Opening your chest to the sky. Inhale, you can come up and join your knees together. And you can sweep your legs behind you. We'll move into tabletop position. The palms of your hands are at the front of your mat. Your knees are tracking under your hips. We'll move into a cat-cow. So on an inhale, lifting your spine towards the ceiling, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Round your upper back by pushing the floor away from you. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, release, dropping your belly button, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. Inhale, spine up, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Drop your tailbone, draw your chin to your chest, and imagine you're pushing the floor away from you. As you drop your belly button, lift your tailbone and open your chest. Gently coming back to tabletop. From here, moving into superhero pose. So extend the left leg straight out behind you, extending your right arm out in front of you, and gently lifting your left foot off the floor, pointing your left toes, reaching out through your right fingertips, energy through those left toes. Deep breaths. And exhale, release, dropping your hand and knee back down. We'll repeat that on the other side. So your right leg out behind you, your left arm out in front of you, lifting your right foot and pointing your right toes. Taking deep breaths here. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. And now moving into extended child's pose. So join your big toes together. Shift your knees wide apart. Sit your bum to your heels. Extending your arms out ahead. And melt your chest and forehead to your mat. And take your 5 deepest breaths of today's class. Feeling the breath move up and down your spine. Move your hands, come onto your fingertips, and walk both your fingers out to the right-hand side, remaining in child's pose. Feel a nice stretch along that left side body. Walking your fingers back to center, and walking them out to the left. Keeping your bum towards your heels. Taking deep breaths and gently release and come up to tabletop. And from tabletop, tuck your toes, press into your hands, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet here, getting a nice release to the calves and the hamstrings. Spreading your fingers on your mat. Taking deep breaths. Gently walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat. And keeping a bend into the knees, fold your upper body over your knees. Grabbing opposite elbows with your hands. Just allow your elbows and the crown of your head to become heavy. Resting your belly on your thighs. Take deep breaths. And inhale, press up to a standing position. We'll now move into the sun salutations. So just gather your breath at the front of your mat. Standing up nice and tall. Shoulders rolling back and down your spine, away from your ears. Inhaling, raising your arms. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, release your palms to your mat and step your feet back. Lower your knees to your mat. Keep your hips in the air. Bend your elbows to lower your chest and chin. Inhale, slide your chest forward and lift your chest off your mat, baby cobra. Exhale, move through tabletop, tuck your toes, and send your hips to the side, downward facing dog. Taking 5 deep breaths here. Distributing the weight evenly between your arms and your legs. Remaining strong in the shoulders and relaxing your neck. Looking between your palms, inhale, step both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhaling to fold over your knees. Inhale, raising your arms. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. We'll do our second round of Sun Salutation A. It'll be slightly more advanced. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhaling to fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, send your chest forward. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, straightening your arms, upward facing. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths here. Spreading your fingers on your mat, remaining strong in the shoulders as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. Taking deep breaths. Inhale, stepping your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, sending your chest forward as you lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold over your knees. Inhale, raising your arms, joining your palms, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. Preparing for Sun Salutation B. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward between your palms. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. Raising your arms, warrior one. Keeping that left leg straight and engaged. Having a nice opening to the chest. As you exhale, release, frame your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, gently between your palms. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. Raising your arms, warrior one. Taking deep breaths, grounding down into both your feet. Exhale, release, framing your left foot, stepping your left foot back. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here, distributing evenly between your arms and your legs. Taking deep breaths. Inhale, step both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, sending your chest forward. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. And exhale, release, standing position. Take a deep breath. It's very hot, you might be sweating. You can take a sip of water. As we move into the standing asanas, when you're ready, just stepping your feet wide apart on your mat, with both your feet facing forward. Ground down into both your feet on your mat and just feel that sense of grounding. We'll begin with triangle pose, so turn your right foot out 90 degrees. You can have that right leg straight or have a slight bend into the knee. As you raise your arms to shoulder level, inhale, lean out to your right hand side, and exhale, folding over your right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle. As you raise your left arm towards the sky, you can look towards your left thumb. Ground down into both your feet and reach out through your left fingertips. Take deep breaths, relaxing your neck. Inhaling, gently coming up, turning your right foot in. We'll repeat on the other side, so turning your left foot out, 90 degrees. You can have the left leg straight or a slight bend as you raise your arms to shoulder level. Inhale to lean out to your left hand side, and exhale, folding over your left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle, and raising your right arm towards the sky. You can look towards your right thumb. Keeping that right foot engaged on your mat and reaching out through your right fingertips. Taking deep breaths in and out through your nose. Inhale, gently come up and turn your left foot in. Take a deep breath. Side angle pose, so turn the right foot out 90 degrees. Bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Place your right forearm on top of your right knee. Inhaling to raise your left arm and open your chest towards the sky. Grounding down into both your feet and reaching out through your left fingertips. Taking deep breaths. Inhale, gently come up and turn your right foot in. Turning your left foot out 90 degrees. Bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Placing your left forearm on top of your left knee and raise your right arm over your head as you open your chest to the sky. Grounding down into both your feet. Taking deep breaths. Relaxing the neck and the jaw. Inhale, gently come up and turn your left foot in. Warrior two pose, turning your right foot out. Bending into the right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Raising your arms to shoulder level. Turn your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger. Deep breaths as you reach out through both sets of fingertips. Keeping a nice bend into that front knee. Inhale, gently come up and turn your right foot in. We'll repeat that on the other side, so turning your left foot out. Bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. As you raise your arms to shoulder level and turn your head to look towards your left middle finger. Keeping your chest nice and open. Remaining strong in the legs. Taking deep breaths. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your left foot in. And you can join your feet together. Have them about hip distance apart on your mat as we move into squat pose. So palms of the hands together at heart center. Feet hip distance apart. Try and keep your feet flat on the floor as you bend your knees and sit your bum to your heels. Keeping the feet flat on the floor. Use your elbows to push your knees apart. And at the same time, push the knees back into the elbows. And take deep breaths. Nice active stretch. Chest facing me. Relax your jaw and your forehead. Inhale, gently, mindfully pushing up, pressing through your feet and coming to standing. And you can join your feet so they're completely together on your mat as we move into tree pose. So ground down into your right leg and turn your left foot out. And lift that left foot off the floor, placing it as high up your right leg as possible, allowing that left hip to open out as you press the foot into the inner thigh. Hands at heart center, or raise them over your head. And take deep breaths. Feeling a nice sense of balance. You can pick a spot on the wall to help. One more deep breath. And exhale, release, dropping your hands, closing your left hip, and extending your left leg. We'll repeat on the other side, so grounding down into the left foot this time, and turning the right foot out. Lifting your right foot off the floor and placing it as high up your left leg as possible. Allowing the right hip to open out. Pressing the foot against the inner thigh. You can have your hands at heart center or raise them up over your head. Feeling a nice opening in that right hip. Taking deep breaths. Feeling the rib cage stacked over the pelvis. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. Closing your hip and extending your leg. And from here, you can make your way to standing at the front of your mat. We move into Utkatasana, chair pose. So just standing nice and tall at the front of your mat. Inhale, bending your knees, raising your arms above your head. Lifting the shoulders away from the rib cage. Pressing the knees together. Deep breaths. Leaning back so the weight is in your heels. From here, join your hands together at heart center. We'll move into a twist. Firstly, out to the right. If you can, hooking that left elbow across your right knee. Deep breath as you come back to center. And twist out to the left. Hooking the right elbow across the left knee. Keeping the weight in your heels. Inhaling back to center and take a generous fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, stepping your left and right foot back and lifting your hips. Come into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. You can even pedal your feet. And on an inhale, lift your right leg straight out behind you, coming into three-legged dog. Pointing the right toes, bend into your right knee, shift your weight forward into your hands and draw your right knee to your right elbow. Hold for a breath and extend the right leg out again, coming back into three-legged dog. Bending into the right knee, shift your weight forward, draw your right knee to your right nose. And gently as possible, press that right foot between your hands. Keeping the left leg engaged behind you and gently coming up into a warrior. Keeping the left leg straight and engaged, having a nice lift in the chest. And exhale, release, frame your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg straight out behind you, pointing the left toes, bending into the left knee. Shift your weight into your hands and draw your left elbow to your left knee to your left elbow. Inhaling, raising the left leg out again, coming back into three-legged dog. Bending into the left knee, shifting your weight forward, left knee towards your nose. And gently as possible, step the left foot between your palms. Keep the right leg engaged and come into a nice warrior. Taking deep breaths, nice and balanced between both feet. Exhale, release. Frame your left foot with your hands and make your way to child's pose, dropping the knees, shifting the knees wide apart, sitting the bum to the heels, reaching your arms out ahead and melt your chest and forehead to your mat. Take long, deep breaths. It's a bit more of hot yoga today, I think. So just allow the body to relax, the mind to relax. Taking deep breaths. Inhaling, you can gently come up to tabletop on your mat. We're going to move into a few hip openers this evening. So firstly, starting with the right foot, step your right foot forward between your hands. A nice bend into that right knee, extending the left leg out behind you. Sinking down into the hips and raising your arms, coming into a nice lunge. Focusing on pressing your hips down as opposed to forward. Raising your arms, lifting your chest, taking a deep breath. There's the option to stay here, or you can bend that left leg and draw the heel, your left heel to your sit bone. Now you can stay here, just trying to keep that activated, or you can try and grab the left foot with your left hand. Again, sinking down into the hips. Deep breaths. Exhale, drop the left knee back, left foot back down. And we'll move into a nice twist. So remaining in lunge, draw your hands together at heart center. Twist out to the right by hooking your left elbow across your right knee. Taking nice deep breaths. One more deep breath. And exhale, release, framing your right foot, stepping your right knee back to meet your left knee. We'll repeat that sequence on the other side. So step your left foot forward between your palms, keeping a nice bend into that left knee. Extend the right leg straight out behind you. And we'll come into a lunge by raising your arms up over your head. Taking deep breaths here. Feeling a nice stretch along the right hip flexor, the left glute. Again, you can stay here, or there's the option to bend that right knee and draw your right heel to the sit bone. Now you can stay here, or you can access that right foot and pull it closer towards the right bum cheek, keeping your hips square to the front of the room. Taking deep breaths. Exhale, gently release that right foot to your mat. And we'll move into a gentle twist by joining your hands together at heart center and twisting out to the left by hooking your right elbow across your left knee. Take deep breaths. One more deep breath. And exhale, release, framing your left foot. Step your left knee back to meet your right knee. Take a deep breath. Moving into lizard pose. So this time stepping your right foot forward outside your right hand. Allow the left leg to extend straight out behind you. Now you can stay here on the palms of your hands, or you can drop your forearms to your mat. Allow the spine to relax. Take deep breaths. Relaxing your forehead. Relaxing your jaw. One more deep breath. Inhaling, gently pushing up, stepping your right knee back to meet your left knee. Step your left foot forward, outside your left hand. Allow your right leg to extend straight out behind you. You can remain on the palms of your hands, or you can just relax the spine and drop onto your elbows. Taking deep breaths. The deeper your breaths, the more your muscles relax, allowing you to deepen. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently coming onto the palms of your hands and stepping your left knee back to meet your right knee. Take a deep breath. We'll move into pigeon pose, a really nice hip opener. So step your right knee forward and step your right knee behind your right wrist. Allow your right shin to draw across your mat. Extend your left leg straight out behind you. And from here, sink back into your hips. You can come onto your forearms and stay here, or you can extend your arms out ahead and melt your chest to your mat. In whichever version you're in, just focusing on deepening your breath. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your forehead. Two more deep breaths. And inhale, gently push up onto the hands and allow the right knee to join the left knee. Repeating on the other side. So step your left knee forward and step it behind your left wrist, allowing your left shin to draw across your mat, extending your right leg out behind you, sinking into your hips, coming onto your forearms, or you can fold forward, allowing your chest and forehead to come towards your mat. Focus on taking deep breaths. Relaxing your forehead. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. Coming onto your hands and stepping your left knee back to meet your right knee. You can now roll onto your backs. We're just going to move into happy baby, just as a nice release for all the hip openers. So you can just lie back, bend your knees, and allow your knees to draw towards your armpits. Grab the outer edge of both your feet and draw your knees further towards your armpits, feeling a nice release on the hips. Take 5 deep breaths. You can rock from side to side. Two more deep breaths, feeling a nice release on the hips. And exhale, release. We'll now move into the closing Shavasana. So make yourself as comfortable as possible. You can place a pillow under your knees to take a bit of tension and stress off the lower back. You can grab a blanket. You can light a candle, whatever makes you comfortable. And then just gently release your body back into a lying down position. Allow your feet to draw out to the edge of your mat. Your hands are wide apart, away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Allow the back of your head to become heavy. As we prepare for the most important posture of today's class, relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your calves, the backs of your knees. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your hips. feeling them open out like a book. Relax each of your fingers. Relax your thumbs. Relax the palms of your hands. Relax your wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax the base of your spine and work your way up through your spine, relaxing each vertebrae, relaxing your shoulder blades, your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. And allow your tongue to draw away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your lips, feeling them slightly apart. Relax your eyes, feeling your eyes draw towards the back of your head. Soften your eyebrows, relaxing the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead, the seat of your mind. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next few minutes. Focus your mind on your breath as it travels through your body. Naturally, your mind will begin to wander. Just bring your mind, your focus back to your breath without judgment, following your inhales and exhales. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet, gently rocking your head from side to side, resting your head back at center, keeping your legs extended, joining your feet together on your mat, pointing your toes and inhaling to raise your arms up over your head. Exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side and make a cushion with your hand, taking a deep breath as you gently make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat, keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to reflect on the intention you set at the start of class, keeping that intention in mind and allowing it to fuel your week as you rub your hands together, creating heat, creating energy. Place the palms of your hands over your eyes and blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms, drawing your hands away from your eyes to the light. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Thank you.